Ralph has a cold. He goes to the doctor, is told he probably caught it from someone, is given Tylenol cold and flu, and in a day or so is better, cured, as he fondly imagines. And so far as both he and the doctor are concerned, that is the end of the matter. But that is not the end of the matter. Not by a long shot. Neither the doctor nor Ralph has the slightest idea that the cold in question was the result of Ralph's system being surcharged with an accumulation of waste matter, directly attributable to wrong eating habits, and that it was a natural attempt at body cleansing made possible by a sudden lowering of his vitality. The result is that these self-same impurities and toxins, instead of being allowed to eliminate themselves harmlessly through the medium of the mucous membranes of the nose, throat, eyes, etc. As nature intended, these waste and effete materials which the body is doing its best to get rid of are thrust back again into the tissues by the action of the trusted Tylenol, to cause the yet further intensification of more deep-seated trouble elsewhere within the system by this thwarting of nature's eliminative efforts. In the case of Ralph, it is the joint pain from which he suffers that will gradually become worse. What, then, does the curing of Ralph's more or less harmless cold amount to? It has been stopped by the suppressive action of drugs. But what has happened to the pouring stream of mucus which would still be flowing from the body if the cold had not been cured or checked? The medical mind never worries about this. Its calm serenity is never disturbed by thoughts such as these. Neither the doctor nor Ralph stops to reflect as to what has happened to this seemingly unceasing flow of matter, as to where it has gone. They are both satisfied so long as it is for the present no longer visible. Neither of them can be brought to see that this continuously flowing stream of impurities discharged from the body during the process of a cold is far better outside the system than in, that a cold is the simplest and safest method nature has of ridding an already overclogged organism of the toxins and waste materials which are daily being added to it through the unwise eating habits of today. So Ralph's cold has been cured. Medical science and orthodox medical practice have gained another triumph. But at what cost? That only the future will show. Now let us look at the other side of the matter. We have seen what the suppressive treatment of medical science does. Let us see what naturopathy can do. Ralph consults a naturopath the next time he has a cold. He is immediately informed that his cold is nothing more than a natural attempt on the part of his body to rid itself of some of the accumulated toxins and waste matter with which it is being continually encumbered as a result of his unwise eating habits. Truth be known, he eats like practically everyone else. Far too much starchy, protein, sugary, and fatty foods, and very little fresh fruit or raw green vegetables. He says he believes he caught the cold from somebody, but is made to understand that unless the refuse in question was present in his system, he would not have the cold. Also, that it is a good thing for him, as the more mucus he is able to throw off during the progress of the cold, the better will it be with regard to his future health. He begins to see that he could never have possibly caught a cold if his system had been perfectly clean inside, and realizes the truth of the statement that his cold is a natural healing crisis, a natural cleansing process instituted by his body through the opportunity afforded by a sudden lowering of his powers of resistance. He sees that his cold is not due to accident or chance, but is a natural effect set in operation as the logical result of various predisposing causes, and is thus made aware, for the first time in his life, of the existence of the law of cause and effect, which is in essence, as a man sows, so shall he also reap. Ralph leaves the consulting room of the naturopath certainly much wiser a man than when he entered it, having in his possession not a prescription to be fulfilled at the drugstore, but instructions for a short fruit fast, hot Epsom salts baths, a general diet sheet, exercises, etc. These have all been given him with a view not only to ridding him of his cold. These various measures will soon accomplish by promoting and increasing elimination, with the additional effect of reducing or totally eradicating his inflammation and joint pain. He now sees that his joint pains were the accumulative result of many years of wrong living, coupled with allopathic ignorance in the treatment of disease. The acid impurities his body would have liked to throw off having been forced continuously farther and farther back into his system, until they have finally lodged themselves around the bony structures and joints of the knees, legs, arms, etc. Hopefully, through Ralph's story, we are able to begin to see the difference between the use of drugs and natural treatment.